Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you for your great support to my channel. It's a great honor to be with you once again. In this video, I would like to introduce you one of the biggest historical monuments of the Europe, the Rosslyn Chapel. As you know, the chapel was built in the 15th century and is located in Rosslyn village of Midlothian town, Scotland. There are so many carvings in the chapel, representing tales which are coming from ancient myths and legends, led by Jewish folklore collected by Joseph Ben-Gurion. Rosslyn Chapel is a Gothic construction and has dark looking. If looking from the entrance, the building is larger on the inside than the outside. There's a ceiling higher than the outside, and the building's stained glass and colorful windows are bright. If looking the arches of the Lady Chapel, where it locates to the east side of the main chapel, it seemed to protect its esoteric secrets from its enemies. But the only thing that's not a secret is the fact that Rosslyn Chapel was a bunker for pilgrims. Maybe you can ask, who were these pilgrims? I would like to answer via Chartres Cathedral near Paris, because Rosslyn carvings have the same provisions in charts. They were the spiritual travelers who were looking for deepening their spiritual awareness. It means that they wanted to make changes within themselves in order to develop his or her consciousness level by penetrating to this Sacré-Cœur Rosslyn Chapel. The most important of these spiritual wanderers were the Templars, who tried to glorify themselves and for this seek the Holy of Holies to glorify their own wisdom. There are 5 signs by which we can recognize a Templar church. The first of all, a dove in flight with an olive branch in its beak. Second, a 5-pointed stars. The third, a floriated cross. The fourth, Agnus Dei. And fifth and the last, the veil of Veronica. If you see these 5 symbols anywhere in a church, you can say, voila. These are all placed in Rosslyn Chapel. If I may give another example, I could exemplify the dualist symbolism of the crucifixion of Jesus on Golgotha, which also means the execution of Last Templar's Grand Master Jacques du Molay. It locates into the left of the north door. However, this crucifixion is a bit interesting from an architectural viewpoint, because during the crucifixion process, the sorrowing female figure at the head of the opposite column and the carving shown the rolling stone are not visible on the cross. It looks T-shaped, which enables me to think that the Rosslyn cross tradition goes all the way back to the Osiris myth in the Mu cult. Another important Rosslyn Chapel representation is the legend of the Holy Grail. And everybody asks if the Holy Grail existed in Rosslyn Chapel or it meant to something else. The short answer is yes, but not enough. Why am I saying this? Because actually the Grail is not like a rich chalice full of Jesus' blood. It means the Sinclairs, who built Rosslyn Chapel, came from Norway and traced their descent from Ragnvold of Mo. They were lived at St. Clair sur Epte, so the name Sinclair in Norman French equals to Saint Clair. Saint Clair means the glorified and holy illumination. In 1066, the St. Clair dynasty, as named Ragnvald of Moore, came to Scotland with William the Conqueror, who was honored in Scotland. Sinclair's esoteric meaning is that if a person symbolized as Holy Grail, man must evolve his blood to cleanse himself of the leap of consciousness and participate in temple building to reach Holy of Holiness, Sanctum Sanctorum. In the esoteric sense, it's knowing how to turn this transcendence into immanence, and for this to migrate from worldliness. The literal reward is to become an apprentice among the divine enlightened who entered the God's service and built Rosslyn Chapel. Earl of Orkney, known as the William Sinclair, employed a great number of masons and rewarded them according to their degrees. For instance, masters were given 440 pounds yearly and others gained 10 pounds each. With his colleague Sir Gilbert Dulac, they had a formidable esoteric knowledge as an adept of Illuminati. Rosslyn term, by the way, by 1456 referred to illuminated collegians. The collegians, however, were actually originated from Romanian traditions, and their members were prepared to battle against all the monotheist understandings and ignorances of Christianity. Anachronically, collegians did not serve for obeying the ascetic and fanatic attributes, but emulated the grandiose intellectuality and elitism of St. Clair dynasty. In a nutshell, Rosslyn Chapel uncovers many discreets, but also reveals a lot more. What's important is to know how to look to inner side, because everything lies in there. I think it's impossible to tell all of Rosslyn's secrets in one video. Architecturally, it hosts many allegories. What was important for me to tell some of the basic mysteries of Rosslyn, which is a purely royal art. All other information may look different too, but I will show you a book so you can understand all the details of Rosslyn Chapel and its background in Christianity. It's not available, by the way, in Turkey, but you can order online. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video first and then share it, it will mean that you can increase your cultural richness. You will make me very happy if you subscribe. Hope to see you next week with the last video of 2022. Bye-bye.